10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after that brief break. I'm Odie Pixar, I'm joined by Mr. Ben Woo-Malini. We are here for the third series of the day. We're now in the winner bracket. It is Alliance versus Vega. The draft's underway, boys and girls, so we should be able to get ourselves in ASAP. So Ben, Alliance Vega, as me and Kat were saying before, probably not the teams you're expecting to see here. I mean, Vega's beat Liquid to get to this point, and Alliance has beat Fnatic. This is kind of the opposite way around, but these teams, they've shown up, they're shown how well they've played. We've obviously been unable to catch the performance of Vega because it was on at the same time as the game earlier, but we're going to get to see them now. And Vega against Alliance, what are you expecting in this one? Do you still see Alliance to be the stronger team because of the fact they went to a major, and Vega they didn't make it?
EU stuff though.
Yeah?
Would Alliance have gone to the major
That's
if
true.
they had
If
to
they
go
were
through
in
the
the
qualifiers?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean,
Same as Vegas.
Through the qualifiers, yeah, it's...
Same as Vega's position, right?
Because Vega went for the opens, didn't they? Because they kicked Pasha and got
5 seconds remaining.
FN. No. Yeah. They did some kind of roster swap, didn't they? Yeah, they got rid of Pasha. It was FN, wasn't it? Yeah, it must have been FN. It was definitely FN. Of course it was FN. But yeah, you're right, no, yeah. They did have to suffer through the opens. I mean, next time... I mean, obviously, as we've been talking, if you... Well, I guess I should wait, because of that thing, they're going to have to go for the opens again, regardless. Vega can't be invited directly.
I don't know when they changed the roster. It was a while ago.
I thought it was after the deadline. That's why they had to go for the open. There must have been, otherwise they would have been invited to the regionals.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Unless they were invited to the regional. I can't remember. Maybe they were invited. I don't know. It was a long time ago, Ben.
Through... We don't know how long ago. That's the point.
Well, we do because it happened on a certain day. I don't know how long ago. Oh, we don't know how long ago the roster was. That was a long time ago. It's been a long day. It's been a long time. It's been a long life, Ben. But we're here now, and we get to enjoy the now. Vega versus Alliance. They've got no on. He's playing for Vega this time, not standing in for VP. So we'll see how he's able to play back with the squad. And Alliance first pick, what they're going to do? Are we going to see...
They like the Dazzle or the Rubik.
Oh, I was going to say the Rubik, yeah.
Just because I think their support pool is actually much smaller than their other positions pool.
Yeah.
And you also need, like, none of their cores play the same hero.
Do you think Bulldog's pool is fairly comfortably sized now? He was used to be looked at a guy with very limited pool. Do you think he's expanded it enough for this? Wow, okay, that's probably answered it right quick. We need to get Bulldog's here.
Though, dude, how are you gonna ignore Slardar like that?
What do you mean? I'm not ignoring it. Or them?
No, them, yeah.
You think it's worth prioritizing
I think most teams prioritize Slardar over.
Right now. Yeah. I mean, this is. Do you take away the Lifestealer? Do you get load of Lifestealer?
You can easily ban it in the second phase, not a big deal.
Yeah.
I think it's just...
Because if you get Lifestealer with Slardar and Dazzle, that's disgusting. It was doing that, so it was Liquid, wasn't it? They're going Slardar Lifestealer every game, weren't they? At the major.
Really good.
Get a Blink on Slardar, get an Echo Saber on the Lifestealer, kill anyone across the map. Do what they do. Alliance. Do you think we're going to see the loaded Terrorblade again? It was good. Are we going to see the S4 Brew? No. That was nice. You don't think they'll pick it up against Vega?
Nope, it's first ban.
That's a good point, man. That's why we have you here as a co-caster.
Wow, I can see what heroes are banned.
It's good. I mean, it is very good.
I'm not dropped that much.
Yeah, that's up to you, that bit, really. That's why we have you here as the draft expert.
So I should just lower my own standards so that people are impressed.
Exactly. And that's why I don't look as stupid.
Next game I'll be like, wow, they're going to first ban.
And you'll say it after they banned it, you know what I mean? That'll be good. We did talk about this. Rubik first pick material for Alliance in the series earlier. They're still prioritizing it very heavily, picking it up second.
They like it versus Slardar.
Yeah.
Because generally you sprint later on, like or you use it like super early on before you engage, and then you crush and then you amp. So you steal amp or to crush.
Which are both great.
And his cast point is really low, and Slardar's cast point is low. Generally not low enough to the point where you can interrupt.
Yeah, instant crush is like, spraying it.
It can telekinesis.
10 seconds remaining.
Which they really like. I've seen them just pick Rubik a lot. With Dazzle not there,
5
it's
seconds remaining.
a great option for them. Also, it lets them aggro try occasionally. I don't know if they want to do it this game.
I mean, this Slardar as well. Do you think this is going to be? Is this going to be the off lane Slardar, or is it going to be safe lane?
We don't know.
We don't know
That's
yet.
why
Yeah.
Slardar is so great as a first
No.
pick. Beastmaster is similarly great, but he can't be run as a safe lane carry unless you're fire and you want to lose.
What did happen to Slardar? Because we're kind of back around the Frankfurt Major, everyone was playing it. Then it really fell off, and then it came back. Well, why?
I don't know. Just got weaker,
Yeah.
relatively. Silver Edge got nerfed a little bit.
Yeah.
I think
Opens up for a bit.
he doesn't have enough burst,
No.
and Lifestealer was.
But now the Lifestealers come back in.
Lifestealer is just like.
Which, I mean, the Alliance ban Lifestealer. You've got to ban Lifestealer. You see a Slard on a Dazzle, if you're letting Lifestealer through, you're an absolute bunch of nutters. I Scar ban as well. I mean, it's understandable against Vega. They're a team that they would do that.
No, they only did that because they banned out the AA.
Yeah,
If they didn't ban out the AA,
it's setting up for something like that. I mean, but still, obviously, Alchemist is in the game. And that's something else that you maybe ban the AA out if you want to bring. Dude, AA is great against that.
Yes, he's also good versus Doom, he's also good versus Oracle, he's also good versus Dazzle, he's also good versus Huskar.
Vega do play Oracle
so
actually
many
a lot.
things.
Vega do play Oracle. But that sounds like. I mean, yeah, Oracle's great against Beastmaster. Oracle would be really nice to see, and they play it really, really well, Vega. But I guess they've already got one save with Dazzle. Do you really need a Dazzle and an Oracle? Is that a little bit overkill, or can it work? False Promise and Lycan is really good. This, I mean, it could be an Oracle draft.
I don't even think they need the Oracle to save it.
The Shallow Graves enough.
They just have a lot of physical damage with decent lockdown and good Roche potential. Whenever you're on Dire, you want Roche. They already have Slardar, that's good enough. Combined with the Lycan, this means they can take it like prior to 10 minutes.
I mean, this for Vega as well. This is setting up a perfect lineup to add something like an Invoker into in the mid lane.
You can kind of run anything. The thing is, when you have Slardar with Amp, you can run so many different mids. Even a hero like Queen of Pain starts doing a lot of physical damage.
Yeah. Vega were a team as well. I remember back in Dream League, they were a team that did like to pick the puck a lot. I mean, puck seems to be a hero that's kind of fell out of favor. They are going to go for the loaded Terrorblade again. Alliance, they've run this twice already today.
They don't have to Dazzle this time, which is a big
Yeah.
difference. They might need an Oracle.
Where's the save?
If they run Oracle, though, that means that EGM is probably not playing the big, I guess, which is usually EGM plays both of those heroes. So we might see
This
like an
is-
Ake Chen. I think you need a save hero for
Yeah,
Terrorblade.
it's always EGM. Have they ever done it where AK swaps around onto the Rubik? Can they get something else for EGM? If they feel it's
don't believe
necessary.
so.
No, it's. Yeah, well, what is AK going to play with this? Could this be a game where you're looking to pick up something like the AK Venge, so you have got some kind of
Yeah,
save?
Bench is good too.
Yeah.
I actually like that a lot.
Vega now, we'll see what they want to follow this through. Some kind of powerful mid. They're a team I believe that do still run like the Wind Ranger. They do still favour that hero.
One Ranger Slardar
Ranger.
is actually Alliance's special back when they had Pycat.
Rangers. I'd love to see the Invoker.
I think a little bit more AoE control. You need someone to hold them in place so that Lycan can kill them.
Yeah.
We've seen Puck is a very common pickup.
Ooh, I like this. I mean, so they get the Venge, a hero that Alliance could have potentially been looking at for Ake. So you take it away from them. Great with the Dazzle Slardar. It's, you know, the synergy is already fantastic, really, with this lineup from Vega. This is a classic Vega lineup, really. They really are in their comfort zone. And
We call this a
Alliance
godlike
as well.
lineup.
Yeah,
This is a godlike lineup.
I'll go with that one.
And it's a godlike lineup.
Classic kind of. It's textbook CIS. It's what teams like Vega are very good at executing with. And I mean, already, I'm looking at this amount of pressure. You talked about the fact there's no Dazzle for this Terrorblade. If this team runs at the Terrorblade, he falls over, surely.
Not if you have Oracle. Else.
It's just
So
going to be the
Lich-
big Frank.
Lich was explored as a solution
Yeah.
versus the Slardar a while ago, but this was before the Amp buff, and Lich was picked very commonly for max Frost Armor. Slardar has a lot of trouble dealing with it, as does Lycan. Both of them have increased move speed, so not that big of a deal, but I think the amount of minus armor on Vega is so immense that... actually, Terrorblade has a lot of base armor and Lich with max Frost Armor. I think they'll be able to maybe take it. Only 9 armor bonus.
What are you worried about Alliance picking up here if you're Vega? Oh, what do you take away? It's going to be the S4 Puck ban. I was wondering if Vega were going to be thinking about themselves, but I read that S4 would take it up this game.
They don't have lockdown at all. It's not good. Because the Slardar is going to be offlane, so they won't have to blink super early, so no reliable way to kill a Puck. What else is there? Swap is actually...
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's interchangeable for.
I do like that Invoker ban though. I really think Vega would have loved to run that this game, especially with the Venge pickup as well.
What if they run something like Shadow? Old school. No one's Shadow Beam is really good.
I'll tell you what is good. No one DK. That's pretty much his signature hero, and that
DK
would
would be
certainly that would make sense here a lot.
DK.
DK would be really nice for Vega.
Seconds remaining.
Alliance. Let's see what they want to pick up for S4. Still looking for that mid lane hero.
Could be bad.
Yeah, the S4
Bat.
bat.
Venge. Other options. Quap. What else does he play?
He does. He wants to be the less
plays
rack.
DK as
He
well.
plays Leshrac.
He plays Leshrac. Leshrac, I think, will get whomped. And
Yeah, I guess you just run at him and he dies.
I think DK's.
I think it's good because I think take it away from Vega. Vega, they like their DK.
You want armor. Vega have almost no magical damage, like near zero. So if you have mass
DK,
armor,
there we have. This is great as well because I think Vega would have wanted to take that. I'm going to be interested to see what no one does grab now. There's no Invoker, no DK.
I'm totally down for Shadow.
Shadow Fiend. If they want to go for something more comfortable, I think Wind Range is a little bit of a safer bet.
Wind Ranger's okay. I also think Timbersaw is good too.
Can you afford to put the Lycan mid against the DK, run something else safe lane? Or is that not ideal? Okay.
That was kind of old school. I don't know why, but people just don't do it.
If you want to add some magical damage in, just bring something out like a Zeus. They're just not good.
People used to pick Zeus a lot versus
no one is good on Zeus.
I think, yeah, it's not bad. More burst.
Sorry, I keep talking about no one. It's FM plays him in now, doesn't he? Sorry, no one's playing the carry. Used to play it, I get confused, but obviously the way that the swap. I'm not used to seeing Vega, we didn't see him in Major, you know what I mean?
It's down with Zeus, Timber, or Shadow King would be my main three. But
okay.
Could be something else.
Unless they want to bring the Wind Range, let's have a look. Oh, there's your magical damage.
Good burst.
Yeah. Good laning against DK. You've still got the brief fire spam, but it's still going to be an issue with the missed chance. And you get yourself ahead of the TB, and you're going to be able to maintain control, pull them around the map, and I mean, how well can Alliance deal with something like a Tinker hopping all over the place? Can you react to him quick enough to catch him?
If you deal with stacks.
Yep.
Big deal. Beastmaster is very good at picking out a Tinker. As is Dragon Knight, I think, because Dragon Knight can kind of just walk into the march, unlike a lot of other heroes. But he will pose a lot of problems for Terrorblade, makes his itemization very difficult. If they did go for like a physical damage dealer, like Wind Ranger, like you mentioned, they could just all in on armor, which is something that you never want as you don't want the itemization. All right.
Yeah, this is gonna be good. I think overall, kind of more of a fan of Vega's draft here. Would you say?
I think it's a lot more synergy. I think they have slightly better lanes, and I think the Roshan might be Alliance's doom. All right. You want to introduce Alliance?
Yeah, sure. We'll go for the rundown. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this the winners bracket series here, the ESL One Frankfurt group stages. We've got Bulldog playing up on the Beastmaster, EGM on his signature Rubik.
Yo, Cap, why can't I click on the minimap?
Oh, what have you done, man? Oh, it's a glitch, Ben. Yeah. Yeah, you have to reconnect. Yeah, we'll switch over to my screen as we do that.
Okay.
So we'll just keep going through the rundown here. Loader, of course, on that Terrorblade. We've seen him play it twice already today. Has won both of the...
Port life, one clarity, one tango, one branch.
He's a poor lad, but Ake, he'll tank it for the team. He's a man that will always put other people in front of him. Good lad. Okay, over on the side of Vega, no one bringing Tinker into the fray. On your safe lane.
The battle begins.
Take away one of the creeps from the top lane, make this off lane a little bit easier for Bulldog. I may actually stick around here on the top, so we might see some dual lanes coming out from the side of Alliance. S4, of course, with that main matchup against no one on the Tinker. So, but it's looking at the lanes. Yeah, the fact that we have, of course, got Ake Lich on top with the Beastmaster. We'll see how that one goes. As I believe Ben's just still setting up some stuff. Mid lane already. S4, TK versus Tinker. As we can see, the mischance is going to be a little bit of an issue for the man. He's got the breathe fire. once he's got that bottle online, we'll be able to get in a bit better control of the lane. Might need a bit of help from the rest of the team to maintain control of the runes. S4 DK, not necessarily the hero that he'll fall into picking every time. One that is he felt was going to be the best this game. You know, towards the end of the draft as the final pick for Alliance. Ben, are you back with us?
I'm back.
You're back, Ben.
I had a restart. I had a very common bug.
Oh, bugs in Dota. Come on, Ben. You're silly. But Ben, talk to me about lanes. In this top matchup, Alliance deciding to put Ake up here with Bulldogs. This is necessary?
Great.
Yeah.
The mid lane is kind of a wash.
Yeah.
DK versus Tinker. You're not going to be able to get a huge lead if you have the Lich go there. I think you need it if he's in like a really bad matchup, like Quap +1, let's say. But if it's just Tinker, you're fine not using price up there. And you really want Bulldog to get some farm, and you really want to deny the Lycan. And if bottom lane is just a Slardar, you're perfectly okay with that. Rubik doing his thing and zoning Mag out. Mag very low on regen and only 1 CS.
Mid lane, S1 needs to be a bit careful, so they're looking for the wraparound here. S4 will be able to back himself up just in time. Has the bottom out now as well, so as you said, we have to keep the spam up on the breathe fire, maintain CS, it's 9 for 3, 8 for 2. Very, very close indeed. Top lane, Bulldog getting a nice wave to himself there, as they maintain good control. Shoma coming back over. Safe lane of CS, 8 for 3 on the Terrorblade for Loader, and 9 for 0 on FN, so things looking pretty even across those bits of the map. Just the fact on the off lanes that Mag was forced to make his way back to base as Bulldogs been able to maintain his position. The lanes, we've got a short pause here. Oh, that was quick. He's ready already. Brief pause on the side of Vega.
So looking at Tinker, he hasn't put his second skill point in yet.
Yep.
Maybe waiting to see if he has a kill opportunity on the DK or maybe a salve popping potential with the rocket, but other than that, maybe he can speed up his BOT or Soul Ring timing if he doesn't have to pick levels of rockets. And you kind of want to do that in the early game. You kind of want to stabilize by either killing the Lich or out farming them with stacks. Little ladder.
I mean, talking about this, so why is the decision from Alliance to put him top rather than say towards the mid lane to, you know, try and slow down this Tinker's start from no one?
Just so Bulldog's relevant.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of, or in particular, Pio's Beastmaster earlier today just kind of fall off, and this Lich just makes it much easier for them to put him in irrelevancy. But more importantly, it slows down the Roshan timing from Vega. So they already have the Rubik dealing with a sword on his bottom. He's only level 2 at this point, and the later the Lycan gets Vlad's, the stronger Rosh gets, and the more difficult it is for them to take. That's what you're really worried about if you're Alliance, is them taking Rosh very early after taking down a tower. That is your main concern.
Absolutely. And at the moment, still continuing to be fairly even. No one breaking away a little bit. This mid lane, 18 for 7 against S4's 13 for 4. Finding a little bit of edge. Ake trying to do his best to just steal some of the creeps from this pull to the side.
Yes,
Vega.
committed for 3 points in March. However, he does not have any stacks yet.
Maybe solo. Sherman might get something done in this area that they're going to look to come over and make sure that no one gets the rune. Bottom, EGM, taking a crush to the face. Mag just securing the space to grab himself that one. So Vega maintaining control of both rune spots. S4 bottle is empty. It's topped up at the moment in terms of health and mana. And a bit of a wraparound that Solo and Shoma looking for top lane. Nice towards Bulldog and Ake. Terrace.
Get that boar.
Get one and yeah, they'll kill the beast. Kill the animals.
So no Aquila on the bottom lane yet. This will make this 4-minute, very common push timing.
Yep.
Not really that successful. It's really hard without the Aquila to do it early. T1s are pretty strong nowadays.
Dire's structures are
Less forcing out the fortification from Vega. Bulldog and Ake just continues to come down here, maintaining control of this camp with the creep wave over in the board, giving them vision, just so they can make sure they can take everything that Vega was trying to fight from that. No one now heading back, and he's just going to start getting the stacks up himself. He'll get one of the stacks done, head back to lane. As S4 still sits slightly behind bottom lane. They've taken the tower, and Alliance, well, they may have left loaded around a little bit too long. No points in under the crushes there, and Vega with the TP reactions there, looking for first blood, and they'll get it. So they get a tower, but they lose Loader's life for it there. Maybe a little bit unnecessary, but
I think that's okay.
yeah. You still get the tower done?
As long as he bought out before, which he did. He bought out his treads. Not a big deal, I think. And you clear up a lot of space for your top lane. So now Lycan is forced to move into the jungle. Support's not getting anything from the lane because they're both heading back to heal right now. So, oh no, I'd say that's a push.
Okay. And this is nice because the fact that, yeah, as you said, because they've left the lane top, Ake can leave Bulldog alone. He can work on getting that solo XP, get that level 6 online. So next time, they might even be able to go for a bit of a kill, potentially on the top lane. And S4 really appreciating the space that he's kind of been given because no one is heading back to make these stacks happen. It's all on him at the moment, really. After the support's rotation towards the bottom, Showman the Slayer and Solo just haven't been in position to get the stacks done themselves. So no one's had to lead the lane a couple of times to get those done. And that has allowed S4 to catch up a little bit. He's still behind this Tinker. No one's still going to be happy with the speed that the game's going in his way.
Lich is already placed at high ground, though. And they are going to use the jungle a lot. Fight has been eaten. Pops. Okay. Said life's pretty dangerous right there. The Ob's taken down, and like Vega will be able to farm their jungle for the next couple of minutes. Dragon Knight does have a haste, very difficult to make a move now though.
The S4 haste stream. There's the opportunity for him to make anything happen with that, but as you said, Vega just playing very safely and reserved on their side of the map. Chance of finding anything. Bulldog has will with this next creep wave hit level 6, so they need to be a little bit more careful as well top lane. Bulldog does find an opening to lead in with the prime overall. They put solo mid himself on Vega, falling a little bit behind in levels on this Vengeful Spirit. They do want to try and get the swap up, so they have some kind of save for when Bulldog does make a go on someone with the primal roar. Bulldog starting to get the pressure on onto the top lane with the help of Ake. See what kind of reaction Vega have. It's only Sherman the Slayer coming over on the Dazzle. FN still just focusing the farm in the jungle. Hasn't quite found that shape shift yet. Just a creep away from having the 6 online, but Vlad's is pretty much closing in on Dud. And they're actually going to rotate EGM up here as well. So 3 heroes up here. Alliance certainly looking to try and make something happen. Actually a 4th as well. We're going to see S4 join the fray as well with the Elder Dragon form, as this will be Alliance just committing for the push, clearing off the tier 1, and they should be able to get it. So 8 minutes in, Alliance finding the 2 tier 1s. They're certainly making the pushes work.
Very important move by them. They weren't able to set reserve reward up, so now they need some other way to go into the jungle. The T1. Tinker's still quite vulnerable. No BOTs, only 1,000 gold to his name. And still, you know, maybe 2-3 minute window for them to catch out the Tinker before he gets his BOTs. If you kill him like 2 times, that will completely change the game. So as of right now, Vega, they need their supports like in their vulnerable position, or they need to stack the right camp, which Lycan's doing right now, so that Tinker can get it up very easily. Master is very farmed. He is number 1 on network, above the Terror Blade.
Nah, it's been a great lane for Bulldog. As you said, you know, just the start, having Ake's presence has made this lane for him.
That's the dream for any laner. Yeah, I'm
having a Lich. Yeah.
That's every carry's worst nightmare is laning versus a Lich. +1.
Yeah, for sure. So far, even though Vega did get that first blood, the only blood so far, it certainly seems to be going Alliance's way overall across the board in the laning stage. But if anything, just the issue that this Tinker is getting a lot of space. No one 1,500 gold or so towards that Sports recipe. Alliance, they're smoked up. They're looking to make a movement round towards the mid lane.
Ooh,
it's going to be scammed out by Vega, so unlikely that they'll get caught out here. Solo Mag keeping themselves safe in the opposite tree line. But as I said, that Bulldog, he's ready to waltz over and go straight for a kill. TP reactions are coming through. It's a bit risky now for the side of Alliance. They'll still drop the Roar. There won't be any kind of follow through. They'll throw the Chain Frost, but no bounces will be there onto no one. And Vega, they're going to be fine here. FN popping the shapeshift. He's looking to run in. Ake's low. S4 will hold it back with the Dragon Tail. In fact, they'll turn and try and bring him down. Not going to be possible. And the Slayer's there with a heal. And they also get the deny in. So Alliance tried to go for a play with that smoke, but ended up finding nothing. At least on the plus for them, they don't lose anything to Vega's reaction. But they don't get the tower hit. Deny done by Shoma.
Still pretty good by them. Very important to take that T1 down. Lycan and Slar, they just don't have any opportunity to roach. Even right before that, Loda has sent an illusion into the pit and can't fight under the March. One, which she does have max at point. Alliance getting everything that they need? It seems so.
I mean, Loda's, yeah, he's getting space on the Terror Blade. As you said, Bulldog's already having a great game. He's right up there at the top with the net worth, in case. And S4, he was falling a little bit behind in the start in terms of CS, but he's still making a good game for himself. Level 8 on the Dragon Knight.
Looks like Vega just waiting for the BOTs on the Tinker,
Yep.
so they can push out the lanes a little bit more, slow down this Dragon Knight. However, S4 does have an Arcane Room, so maybe we can do a T2 plus one if he gets the opportunity. Do need the Slar to get his Blink Dagger. He's
Still a bit of a way to go for Mag. Very important item pick up indeed. I mean, if you get a Blink Amplify onto Loader, you certainly can bring down this Terrorblade at this stage. Got a good amount of burst between you. I mean, even just the heal bombs, if you can get the Lycan walls around him.
And if they can get his armor down.
Yeah. I mean, Amplify and Wave of Terror, it will do a good job in that sense. Weave as well. Still a little bit of a way away from having that level 6 down. So just about to reach level 5. Lines with a movement towards the top. Smoked up, Bulldog and Ake. Would be nice to take down this Tinker. No one, of course, yet to die this game on the side of Vega. See what he can find. Bulldog is going to look and just drops it straight away onto the Dazzle. Can they kill this man with the Necro units? They can't. He'll get the chance to get the Shallow Grave off the immediate TP out. Alliance still looking to force the issue, desperately trying to find something, but Solar's able to walk himself away. Alliance, they don't find the kill. They'll simply just turn it into a push, start to beat down onto the tier 2 on the top lane. And we'll see if Vega can do anything to hold this one back. It's a fast push from Alliance, so unlikely that Vega can stop this one. And Alliance just displaying the amount of pushing power that they do have at this stage of the game between having a bug for Terrorblade and an Elder Dragon.
And it looks like Vega still need more time. Tinker needs his Blink Dagger so he can get in position to actually start marching. But by that point, I think Bulldog might be farmed enough to just solo kill him with his Necros. Getting so many towers.
That's a lot of gold.
Or close to 3.
And I guess this is the kind of way that, you know, it's a method of dealing with a Tinker, just shutting down the map, making sure that, you know, he's not going to be able to find those openings to go for those split plays. And
they're not killing him.
They're not killing him. They're not killing him. That's for sure. It's a very kind of pacifistic game at the moment. 0-1. Only that one death onto Loader. Just giving a bit of fan treatment there for the bloodthirsty ones out there. Bring up his life. No else yet to die this game. Now Loader itself, going to be interested to see what the build is. I guess it's going to be the standard, yeah. Dragon Lance into Manta first tier for the man. No reason to get the defusal like Miracle did in the last game.
Listen, why is not as good as Manta? Amp. You want as many ways to dispel Amp as possible, especially given Vega's lineup. Maybe if Tinker were like Mega Farm, you would consider SNY for more HP, but with all of this physical damage and with Amp removing a significant chunk of your armor, it's just better to get Manta.
Back 8. It's 4, starting to move around. Ake's going to vision down. Nice deep behind Alliance. Alliance looking to set themselves up for another push, try and take down another tier 2. They're missing Loader at the moment. He's just looking to find the space up top to get this farm. And he'll be able to do a good job of it. The Alliance, the rest of the 4 of them, hanging around bottom. S4 and Aki just positioning themselves in case anyone was going to look to come around by this staircase towards the secret shop to try and catch the rest of Alliance off the back. Bulldog and EGM, they're doing a good job at this one. They've taken it down to half health. And S4 with the haste ring, he's looking to catch him out from behind, and this could be a good opening if he finds no one. He will indeed into the Elder Dragon form. There we have the Dragon Tail as well. The Chain Frost will come out. It's not going to bounce, not quite enough burst. That will be enough. Ruby, EGM takes down the man, and they'll be able to finish off the tier 2 as well. Tinker down for 35 seconds. They've still got the Elder Dragon form up as well as the Metamorphosis. Alliance, they may just try and push in for more here. Tinker's going to be very unlikely to want to spend the money at this point. He needs to get those early items. He's going to have to spend it anyway. This is a little bit of a setback for the Tinker, to say the least. They will stop the push from Alliance.
Slardar finally being able to join the fight with his Blink Dagger. Ideally, he would have had it a minute earlier and then counter once they try to dive him almost to the T3. But yeah, that's gonna hurt Vega so much.
Getting this much done, and Alliance certainly working their heroes as intended.
They still need Roche at some point. Maybe one more
Yes.
pick can get into Roche, or maybe the T2 down. Still kind of Vega's play to get back in this game. Only 5,000 gold lead for Alliance, not too big a deal. But if they get the Roche, Vega fight into the Aegis, which is very likely considering in Terrorblade, and they're going to be in a lot of...
Is this smoke and go Roche or smoke and get kill? Smoke and go Roche. Here we go. Vega into the pit.
I'm a little surprised they didn't actually attempt it earlier.
Yeah.
But they already have the Hawk there with the amp.
They're gonna know Alliance though. If
They
he
have to
sends the
respond
illusion
very
in,
quickly.
okay, the Wolf's gonna spot it.
He's at minus 12 armor. They can just, I think they can just do it before they even come.
They are heading over there, but as you said, this is gonna go down. No way that Alliance can stop this one.
Dropped in a bed of marches with tree shape shifts coming out from Vega. They
They've actually caught out his GM here. Look at the look of the sign. He's been left alone. He's stolen shapeshift. Is he going to be able to get it off though? Vega, full of successful plays there in session. Getting the kill. The Roshan, Aegis, of course, onto FN's Lycan. Bit of play in Alliance. Actually looking to fight straight into it immediately. Look at that with this smoke up. They want to do something big with esports Shadowblade reveal. Will be straight into an Aegis.
and the book 3 on Beastmaster, but he doesn't have shapeshift up. They could kill him twice at this particular point.
He is kind of on his own as well. He is literally on his own. No backup around for FN, so I don't think there's any way that he survives through this one. They'll take him down once, and they'll be ready for the second time. So not really the most practical uses of an Aegis that we've seen. A little bit of a waste, and a bit of a mistake there from Vega. Aegis gone, just like that. To his life as well.
Like that. Was he using his Wolves to scout? I don't believe so at the time. But probably feeling safe with the Observer Ward immediate right, and Oaks before.
This four, again with the Shadowblade, looking to get in position behind. Realize if he can catch anyone out here between the two towers. No one on his Tinker is about, but he's got the blinks, and he's going to be a little bit more elusive. And NT getting him to the high ground and TPing away. But still, Alliance, they brought in a creep wave. So they'll be ready to try and take this tier 2 away from Vegas. So this is kind of the perfect timing for this push style of lineup. 18 minutes in, all tier 1s and tier 2s taken. And you're getting into a good position to attempt to break the base. Of course, though, against a Tinker, it's not always going to be the nicest thing to do.
With the Shadowblade, this is a very good way to blink. Is not ideal when you're versus a Tinker because of the March stopping your blink dagger. And yeah, you can argue that Shadowblade is worse because of the amp. But when was the last time a hero got amped? People just aren't fighting this game. About a pick-off game for Alliance. Can they slow down this Tinker's farm? Or is he eternally going to be able to spam March on the high ground?
I mean, the fact that, yeah, as you said, because the game it stands it is just 2-2. Whose team is the lack of kills affecting the most? Is there a lineup here that needed to find a lot of action? It was Vega. With this lineup, you're drafting this to kill people.
It's more so the Roche and all their towers go down. Lycan only taking down 1 tower in 18 minutes and no Roche. That's very, very bad for the Lycan team. I think they expected a little bit more synergy because of the Lycan Wolf with the Tinker BOT.
Okay, yeah.
But the blink came way too late and Bulldog had way too late. A lot of it is because of the legend.
We have a smoke from Vega. They want to try and do something big with Mag's blink dagger. They will find Bulldog. Bulldog's got backup. We'll see how quickly the rest of Alliance can react. Jump in here with a stun. Amplify as well. Bulldog will get the Necro units out. Turns around, drops the Roy, and now the Chain Frost. Oh, the bounces! They're going to be beautiful! They've found one. They have lost Bulldog. We'll see if Alliance can pick themselves up anything more. Sherman's going to go for the TP out. Have they got any kind of cancel? They have. And Ake, the March of the Machines, takes him down. Ends up walking into the robots there. Bit of a mistake there from the Frosty Boy. 2 for 1 for Vega. S4 with the Shadowblade would like to try and redeem that fight, try and find something else. But Vega will be the ones to come out on top there.
I thought that was going to be a lot better for Vega. They took so long to kill that Beastmaster.
As you said, Bulldog.
Even with the force step. They like forced, accidentally force step him into...
And he still managed to get the roar out.
And the book more.
Bulldog even taken down there, sitting on 1500 on top of the book. With this kind of does he pick up the blink dagger or the bots first? This game, does he get the blink to try and help hunt down the Tinker, or does he get the bots to react to the Tinker's split push?
I personally would prefer bots.
Okay.
So he can hook up with a DK
Yeah.
to look for kills. But I think Blink might be the more likely pickup. I don't know. I think bots is a bit better.
But he goes for Lotus progression, still looking very good. 10k net worth on this Terrorblade. This would be, if he was able to take this game, the third win he's had today. I can't remember the last time in Pro Dota where we've seen a team picked Terrorblade 3 times in a row. This is quite something here from the man. S4, they'll get the D ward. Vega, they've got a fair few around, but Mag lead in with the blink. A little bit hesitant and ends up just retreating away from the side.
Back to what you asked about Blink versus the bots. I think Blink's much better when he can split push, but you can't split push too well versus Vega because of a few things. Firstly, the Brilliant Crush from Slaughter is exceptionally good at picking out split pushers and the wolves. Someone can just attack you with the wolves, you can't blink out, and then you're gonna die if you just split. That's another reason why I would prefer the deal.
Vega again looking to force the issue, going for another smoke. FN has just finished up his level 3 Necros himself on the Lycan. It's kind of a catch they can get. Alliance smoking, it's going to be smoke on smoke. Alliance do have the high ground advantage. Oh, that's going to dodge each other apart from FN. They've caught FN on the back. If they take this man down before he gets the chance to get out of the Necro, but now gets the ult off. Does he? He's not going to put the level 3 Necro. They've got the telekinesis. Can they bring this man down? They will. They'll take down FN, and now they're looking to move in for more. On to Shover the Slayer. They'll find the kill onto Dazzle. Now they turn back towards the left. S4 force forward. He's got the Dragon Tail. Alliance looking to take a third. So it throws out the magic missile, but Bulldog, he's hot on the case. They've lost AK, but Alliance 3 for 1 against Vega's lineup. The smoke on smoke happening, and the fact that they were able to catch the Lycan first off the tail of that smoke was a great way for Alliance to start that fight.
What happened to Mag's Blink? He was sitting on right on top of the Venge swapped, and then he crushed. But he didn't get a Blink off, and he crushed Thin Air, or his ally, whichever one. Get it.
And, I mean, look at this as well. S4 ready to push up onto the high ground. Again, Tinker a bit of an issue, but Alliance, they're going to work with it. Now, Loader puts on the pressure down on him, finds a tier 3, and starts to do a significant amount to the range racks. Doesn't want to commit to the melee racks. Will still force out a fortification from Vega. The Alliance back up, playing it safe. EGM with the mech now done, ready for the next push. Bit of action. Alliance, they're certainly getting the tools together at this point. And I mean, as you said in that fight, and just overall, Mag's performance this game, it just feels like he hasn't been able to have the game that you want to have on a Slardar. He's just not been able to be that huge initiator that the Vega kind of needed to kind of kick the fights off early.
Definitely not. I do like Alliance's move there where they got the T3 and a damage on the range racks. I think they're one of the few teams that almost always go for the range racks, no matter what. Even if all 5 people are dead, they might go for the range racks. It's kind of a trademark that I do like from Alliance. Just always getting that permanent structural damage.
So lane S4, trying to push in the wave against this Tinker. GM and AK, the 2 supports coming out alone on the mid lane. No fear at all here from EGM. Pings out to the jungle with water. Admiral Bulldog, he knows something's up. He can very easily get himself that solo kill with the blink and level 3 Necro. Level 2 Raw. And he might, he nearly finds it there. To blink in, but the blink reaction is out there from Mag. Still 2 heroes around, FN and Solo. They're just going to go straight for the TP out S4. It's not going to be able to find them, so Vega back to their base. And Alliance just doing their best to keep the pressure on. 24 minutes in, 7.5k net worth lead for Alliance. It's certainly still going their way. But of course, I guess at this point, it's really just down to how much no one can keep this game going and continue to be the issue that he wants to be on a Tinker.
Or how can Alliance push the high ground? If they had a pipe, like pipe plus no field plus mech, I think that's
You just waltz into the march, you don't care.
Maybe like 2 marches. 3 marches, you just wait. Or you split push. They also need the Aegis. As long as Alliance keep getting the Aegises and keep their farm great relative to Vega's, they'll be in position. Vega still have pretty darn good pick off and pretty darn good high ground hold. So Alliance can't rest easy at this point.
Alliance certainly trying to group up and go. Roshan, a little bit of a longer respawn time. Alliance may want to wait for that. Get that back into the hands of potentially Loader, who's now building towards well I'd imagine to be the Skadi, I guess, next for the Terrorblade.
No reason not to. Yep. Good armor, good damage, good HP.
Dire's middle tower
Owns BKB. Not like Vega gonna get anytime soon. Actually, Lycan might be.
Well, Lycan's working on it next season, yeah. Alliance? Keeping themselves together, yeah. It looks like Alliance are very hesitant to get anything done without the rush. They don't want to afford to take a bad fight unless they can get an opening here from the high ground. At the same time, unlikely that Vega are going to make the mistake of nonchalantly waltzing up it towards the secret shop. Alliance won't get anything there. Down to less than a minute before Roshan's back up. And we are going to see that build from the Tinker as well, going for the Ether Lens Ags. I mean, this is going to be very useful for the high ground defense, of course, just with the rocket and the laser spats.
It's really good versus Terrorblade.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Terrorblade, all his illusions should get hit by the laser.
Yep. Zip
and rockets,
and they
for
go.
that matter.
Good damage as well. Alliance just begging for Roshan to respawn. I suppose she's just going to TP out of it. They want to try and make something happen top. Maybe S4 can find the lead in with the Shadow Blade. Bit of a lock onto someone. Let's have Sherman the Slayer on the sidelines in the river. Mag sitting there, maybe looking to try and jump in, but they've been caught out. He had eyes onto EGM, but S4's there to make sure the initiation doesn't happen. And now they look for another one, jumping forward. They've found it. Sherman the Slayer's been caught out, and Alliance, they'll take this one. Actually, yeah, there we have it. Dragon Tail coming out in time. Admiral Bulldog doesn't even need to waste the roar for that. 2 kills for Alliance. Nice reaction there to Vega. And a nice bit of a bait there. Just sending S4 and EGM in, making sure S4 Shadow Blades before there's any chance of any wars spotting him out. And Vega thought they were going to have an easy Rubik killer at their hands, and it wasn't going to be the case.
Yeah, Vega thought that Alliance were going to set up with a Rubik into like a teleport. Like you lift someone into a roar or something like that, or a DK stun, but I mentioned S4 with a really smart play, TPing back at T2 so that Vega aren't able to escape for free. And with that, Roshan is getting destroyed, and second time going to Alliance's way. Oof. Up for Vega, it is all in on no one. He does have his Ags.
A lot of this onto how well Tinker can hold that high ground. Greaves now done on EGM as well, so extra tools for this push that Alliance are going to look for. So using Metamorphosis to take the Roshan at the timer, Loader might want to work around, and he's very close to having the Skadi finished as well. So Skadi and Metamorphosis, when they come back off cooldown, that could be the real kind of go time for Alliance to start to make the aggressive move again. I mean, I guess if you're Alliance at this point, Ben, you're not feeling too much of it in a rush either this game. You feel comfortable either way.
You don't want to go late game versus Tinker.
Even the power of the Terrorblade and the kind of the dual core of the Dragon Knight as well. It's just not.
You have to push with those two heroes. You can't just sit back in your base and wait to get 6 slotted. It's not like a anti-Major Spectre or Medusa.
Okay.
I think you have to take down towers early. By the same token though, Vega do have a Lycan.
Yeah.
Which kind of is
true.
somewhat in the same way.
Yeah, I guess, and as you said earlier, just about you looking at the map and you haven't maybe taken as many towers as you want to with a Lycan lineup. And also in regards to the fact that Roshan a couple of times has been gone the way of Alliance. They've had superior control of that area of the map. And Alliance getting themselves back into shape to prepare to go. BKB's being finished by S4. Another tool that's going to help them greatly in this high ground ascension. Mag hiding in the trees, just seeing if anyone comes out on that top lane. And he's actually going to find someone. It's going to be Bulldog, but Mag himself, I mean, can't really go for that. He's actually going to get spotted out by the Hawk from Bulldog. And they know he's there. S4's reacting. So Mag, he was trying to be a little bit sneaky against Alliance. He's going to go for the TP out, and he will make it. Alliance nearly able to successfully react to that Slardar positioning and punish him.
I'm not really sure what he was trying to do out there.
Yeah.
Like, if Tinker TP's in, I still don't think they have enough damage, because his damage is really good at hitting high ground, not single target first, like the Dagon EB build. So he's not particularly good into the situations that Mag was setting up. Don't need more farm. Someone needs to be able to farm these Ancients that should Lycan, and just keep it up at this pace, because Alliance aren't falling into the trap of pushing Vega's high ground until they feel super confident.
Alliance playing the spirit of the game very, very cautiously. Indeed. That's giving space there. BKB done on the Necro book. He's up there in terms of that. We're still loaded with this real kind of superior farm. He's He's really racking it up. 2.2k now on top of the Dragon Lance. That will be his bot stun up as well. So he's going to be able to react very nicely to the way that Tinker is pushing out these lanes.
And it's an additional way for them to combo with the Beastmaster Ore.
Yeah.
And now he does have bots and Blink.
Yeah.
So Tinker has to play very, very carefully. He's not really been taking that many risks, and as such, Alliance have not really spent time looking for him and picking him off. Unless it's a freebie.
Double damage as well here for Loader. It's going to help greatly for this push, as really do have everything at the ready. Okay, a little bit far away from the pack, but he'll start to make his way over towards that bottom lane. It's just going to all be about how well the Tinker can hold, how well no one can hit the spam up, stop Alliance from progressing.
It's like they're just pushing on all the lanes, but Tinker is way better than you guys at doing.
It certainly feels like Alliance need to. They just need to go for it. They need to try for a play.
Do they want to go for it? I don't think.
Certainly being very, very careful.
Dire's top tower is under
Everything's
attack.
there at the ready. They have everything that they need. Dota clearing out the wave, getting ready to go. Same time, EGM just pushing in the bottom. They want to keep multiple lanes pressured in so they've got their options open.
And DK sitting in between so that he can pick one off if someone wants to come in. But they don't have a gem yet. Wolf stalking them at every corner. Observer Ward eyeing them out in the mid lane. Alliance thinking they're stealthy. Wolves think otherwise.
I mean, when do Alliance try and break the base? They really don't want to at this time. What do they wait for?
Well, I can tell you the dream scenario is Tinker dead without.
Well, if you catch
buyback.
him outside the base.
That is the dream scenario.
Oh, EGM. Oh, he's been found out on his own here. Left alone, they'll take him down. And Alliance may have lost their kind of opening there. Aegis has now expired on Loader. So they'll have to hold off really before they want to go aggressive again. Especially with a man down.
Wow, that range Rex one hit. Loda almost got them.
Actually hunting in the jungle for Alliance S4. Making his way over, but he is backed up by Loader and Ake. And Mac trying for a bit of a wraparound. Coming up onto the cliff side, but immediately Bulldog blinking up. Doesn't get the initial roar. S4 with his haste rune trying to chase them down. Shadow Blade as well. Oh, he's found the Tinker. Can he get it? No, sorry, the Dazzle. Ah, he will get. Oh, he doesn't. He runs past it. And you know the Slayer's going to be allowed to get out of that. That's why unable to stop that. And it just continues to make a beeline straight for the bottom lane. But immediately FN reacts to it, TP's away. And yeah, as we can see, Loader desperately just trying to send an illusion over to put that range Rex over the edge.
Being for a long one, Owen.
It's certainly slowed down the pace of this game. Really, 14 kills in 34 minutes in Alliance versus Vega. I mean, this doesn't feel like the Vega I remember. It looks like they're kind of a turn a new leaf. They're taking a new approach to Dota.
You know what FN stands for?
No, what's that?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it's a serious question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Do you have any ideas? It probably could be something Russian or something. I don't know.
Flippin' noobs.
Flipping noobs. Why would you call yourself that, Ben?
I don't know.
Why would you have an exclamation mark after?
Because
Oh wait, no, he doesn't actually. I swear he used to. And he's literally just FN.
you can think of something clever. Oh no, wait.
I can't. I mean, to be start, they're both lowercase, Ben. That does not imply that these letters stand for anything.
When you write it in
How do you
math
know
as
it's an
function,
acronym? But that's got an exclamation mark, hasn't it? It's
No.
just a... You're a maths expert, Ben, aren't you?
no.
Would you like a degree in maths?
I don't have a degree in math. I have an engineering degree.
Ah, that's the same thing, isn't it? Engineering's like
I
maths
could tell you
for
don't have a
smart
math
people.
degree if you think they're the same thing.
Well, it looks like Loader. They're waiting on Loader's BKB. Okay. Loader gets a BKB, S4's got a BKB. Then you're going to be in a much better place to push up against the March.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Actually, Mag trying for a bit of play here. Jumps in onto Bulldog with the burst as well. Bulldog turns around with the roar, gets the Necro units out to Mag, but the rockets fly through. Bulldog with the blink dodge keeps himself alive. Mag forced away. Shallygrave as well. He will live. Here, they've actually taken down the courier as well. Alliance. Now they look to move in and lasers. Wow. Bam! Goodbye, illusions. Nice push, Alliance. Says no one on the Tinker. He's really racking up the gold. 4.4k gold on no one. Alliance really wanting to try and go in again by the looks of it. They're going to make their way towards the bottom lane. Loader looking to waltz straight up. BKB at the ready. Onto the melee racks. What are you going to do to stop it again? There's the zaps off. They've caught out no one though. S4 jumps in. The swap to the side will be there. It's not going to be enough to keep him alive. No one's down. Buys back immediately. Ake going in for the close range Chain Frost. The bounce is a real. Bouncing back over the fight. Loader with the Sunder. FN in trouble, but the BKB turns around. Laser as well. Loader falling low and he's dead. Now left 70 seconds off for this Terrorblade. And they're moving in for more. Laser again onto EGM. This man with his laser beams. It's working out. It is scary for Alliance, and we certainly are seeing why Alliance have been very hesitant in trying to make a move up to the high ground, because the defense from Vega is great. It did cost them that buyback on the Tinker. Keep their racks alive.
Just no escape plan after the BKB is zerged down on the Tinker, and that's why you just have to be very hesitant to commit. I'm actually a little bit surprised they aren't split pushing the lanes, like one lane with DK, one lane with Beastmaster, one lane with Terrorblade, maybe Terrorblade in the middle, so you can kind of send your illusions to the side lanes. But if they all push up at the same time, they're gonna have to deal with the laser refraction, which just destroys the image.
Yeah, this laser is crazy.
So what you need to do is just split it up into 3 lanes. Tinker can't be in 3 lanes at once. It's kind of the same reasoning when you push versus a Keeper to the Light. It's like, if you want to push one lane, you need a pipe. Don't want to push one lane, and if you don't want to get a pipe, then you push all 3 lanes at once. So not that bad of a push for them. They still really haven't lost enough control of the map that Vega can take Roche. Is popped in there right now.
Roshan. In just under a minute. They get the chance indeed to get themselves in for AC. Actually, it's done for FN if he wants to go full in on the purchase. That's going to be another talk. Very good against Alliance's lineup. From the DK and his tankiness.
Laura with the Shadow. Go. They can get some pickoffs of their own. No BOT2s up on the Tinker. I would like to see them pick that up so that they can combo that with the Stardar to get some better picks. Because right now, Vega just have not been able to get any kills aside from that high ground push for a very long time. Well, it's almost been 11 minutes. See how both teams handle the pit. Tinker is pretty good if he can feel safe enough to march around the pit, but with the Beastmaster Hawk in play, that is a very difficult task. And if he dies, game's probably over. Oh, 12 Bloodstone charges. So that's kind of a nice play, because he knows that he's super important, so they need him dead for as little time as possible without using buybacks.
We'll spot this out with the scan as well. Just scan up by the secret shop. They know, they know exactly that Alliance actually is going for a smoke as well. They had a wolf in the area, so they saw that there was no vision, but the scan came back positive. So someone was being sneaky on the side of Alliance. Nonetheless, Alliance back up. They're going to go into Roshan, but Vega, they'll be ready to contest this one. Mag making the movement over with the Shadow Blade. They've got to be quick. I shall say that Alliance have actually held back here, a little bit hesitant. They're very worried that Vega can jump in and contest this one. Very careful about taking this rush. See if they go back in. Loader has Metamorphosis up and available if they want to take it quickly. Heads back into the pit. Vega, they're sure to know something's going on around here. They're moving themselves over as a group. Mag, he looks at BD on initiating, gets himself up to the high ground.
It took a lot of work to kill a ward. True ward. Stalemate around the pit continues. Alliance cannot leave because of the amplified damage, but they also cannot take it because of the constant marksman. They do not have vision. They really need a gem at this point so they can control this area, but they do not have an observer ward to actually see this hawk. All they have are the lone wolves, which have died. Mag skirting around the edge.
Alliance just being ever so careful with this one.
This is very prolonged Roshan fight. And eventually, Vega should be able to force Alliance away because they have the Tinker. Tinker can push 10 lanes, wait for someone to come out, but Alliance, they're going in. They have committed to the pit.
Mag heading over with the Shadow Blade. Gonna be able to make any kind of drop. They've dropped the weave, they know what's going on. Mag, he needs to find the timing correctly. Can they get themselves into the pit? Roshan down to about 20%. Vega, they're looking to come in and steal it, but Ben, he just comes in, he's ready to start to work away. This is going to be able to get away with this one. EGM coming in with the lift, but they've done it. The Dive's taken it, and FN gets himself the Aegis. Now they're moving for the fight. They've lost the bench, but a buyback immediately from the side of Vega. FN trying to move in, trying to chase down his ball. Oh, but he's been blocked up. EGM and AK, they sandwich him here at the choke point. Now Loader, BK beat up, the Chain Frost bounces out, they've found one, they're going to find FN, taking the Aegis out of the hands of the Lycan. And Alliance, they're ready for round 2. Telekinesis is back up on EGM, they don't even need it, they rip him to pieces, he'll get swapped out, he might just survive with the swap's used, the lasers, the rockets coming out from no one, 2 dead on Alliance. EGM, he's got to run, he's got to hide, lifts up one, but Vega beating down on the man, and no one there from the high ground, just spamming out the rockets, spamming out the laser beams. It's all too much for Alliance. They lose Roche, they lose the Aegis, and they lose the team fight, Ben.
Wow. Alliance kind of just backed out of the pit when it was at like 10%, and then Lycan's like, okay, I don't mind this. Did make a good play and pop his BKB before the DK with his BKB could pop in and steal the Aegis. That was a really important play because DK did have a Blink Dagger that might have caught Vega by surprise, but then his eyes on the prize. I don't know where the cheese went. It's like, I think I saw it in the middle of the fight. Maybe it was on Mag or something like that, but yeah. They had to devote so much to kill that Lycan, and as you mentioned, kind of on the high ground doing his thing. Now he has 16 Bloodstone charges, very close to instantaneous respawn, and this game is getting more progressively difficult for Alliance after not being able to do significant structural damage to Vega's base.
Alliance, as we can see on the network graph, they had a 12k lead, but it's starting to spiral away from them.
Vega don't need that many BKBs, they just have one on the Lycan, but Alliance are getting owned by the laser.
He's in trouble. Here comes Mag with a sneaky Shadow Blade. Goodbye, Lich. First is there. Vega's pick off very strong if they can find the lead in from Mag with his Shadow Blade. And Loader, they found him. He has to put the BKB straight away here. Metamorphosis as well goes to work onto Mag. Found one. They need to find more. Alliance, they pop 2 BKBs for this one, but Sherman trying to go for the TP out. Telekinesis is there to stop it in Alliance. They'll move in for more. They've actually managed to keep Sherman alive, but the timing finally goes down to 2 for 1. Alliance will come out on top. BKBs, Metamorphosis used for that. So they'll be putting a little bit of a time, unlikely to be able to get any kind of high ground push done. Can try for it. We'll see how well it does go on. They're going to start to move down. See what they can get achieved here.
Tinker's getting fat.
Really, no one's had a really good game. 6-2-6.
Now is the cheapest on top of that. So even more AoE to deal with his illusions from the Terrorblade. Those just have to be taken down very early on in the fight. With no MKB on Terrorblade, and with his illusions not being that tanky, without a heart, it is just a significant source of Alliance's damage at this point. And getting even like the laser on the Necro books is just in the rear for Alliance to deal with.
Really is at this point. I mean, Bulldog, 2.6k gold, obviously finishing off the fully upgraded bots first.
He really likes his refresher.
Just refresher straight
gets
up.
refreshers a lot of the time. He did commit to BOT2.
I was going to
be surprised about
that. Why was that necessarily the play here rather than getting a refresher soon? And he's actually not going to go. He's going to get the Shadow Blade this game, Bulldog.
Nice. Kill Tinker?
Yeah.
They haven't been able to really get it with a DK though, so I'm a little surprised he is going for the Shadow Blade because of Dragon Knight's S4's lack of success with it. Because Tinker hasn't died for a very long time. He died that one push on bottom, but got a lot out of that fight, and since then he's just been racking up those Bloodstone charges. Still, recognize that Tinker is the most important hero in this game at the moment.
Yeah, the Tinker pick's just been absolutely brilliant here for Vega.
They still need... I also think his build has been really good.
Yeah.
Ags has been questioned as like a very bad upgrade for Tinker, but in this particular game, it's amazing.
It definitely seems like an answer to the Terrorblade. It really does. And the kind of push style that Alliance are trying to achieve this game with the dual core of both the Dragon Knight and the Terrorblade. Vega at this point, because of the way that they're played, they've now got themselves back up to strength. Difference in the net worth, it's pretty much all but closed. And now Vega are in a position where they feel confident to come out onto Alliance's side of the map, and they know that they can rely on no one to just hold off any kind of high ground attempt from Alliance. I mean, I think Alliance at this point, they're kind of thinking to themselves, what's the plan? They need to come up with a plan. How do they deal with this?
Better.
Yeah.
They need like more minus armor, I think, so Terrorblade can actually shoot through their armor. He's had to build very defensively. Like, look at his items. There's a ton of HP items, not that much agility, not that much damage. I know you want to go like Butterfly, like Daedalus, these sort of things, but he's forced to go tanky because of the Tinker, and because of that, they lack on damage output. People just aren't dying, especially with the Weave. So to counter that, you need more scaling damage, which is like a Medallion or Solar Crest, which I think is very good versus Vega, very good versus Lycan, who doesn't have MKB yet. Put an AC on the DK instead of double downing on the mobility with the Blink and the Shadow Blade. Maybe a Silver Edge to limit the Tinker's damage output so that they can actually survive through the fights. But you want these percent-based items. You don't have. You don't need AC. AC is like for sure.
AC is going to be huge, yeah. So get it online or someone. Trying to catch out no one again towards the bottom. S4 coming in with a Shadow Blade, but no one's Tinker. He's been playing it very smartly. And it's very hard for Alliance to catch him out. 6-2-6 at the moment this game on the Tinker. It's been a very, very smooth performance.
And 16 blown charges, so you're chopping through 3 lives if you want to be able to push up that high ground. Problem.
Yeah, bottom lane. Shadow Blade leading from Mag. See if we can spot Ake. He knows that he's around. Mag goes for this. Maybe in a bit of trouble because Alliance, they do have backup. We'll see if he wants to commit onto the Ake kill. He's going to go for it. TP's going to start to come in. Can they react to this? No, Ake's already gone. And now Alliance, they need to get themselves the hell out of there. And they will.
He's looking for that ward. He knows they have the Tinker there, but they would need the chicken to get that. It's like they aren't interested in using kill that ward. That's a tough ward to kill, though.
Now here for Loader, so they are starting to rack up the damage output of this Terrorblade. And something a little bit better as well, of course, to deal with that laser mischance. Also worth noting that, yeah, pretty much nearly done. EGM getting the Lotus Orb as well. I mean, this item's going to help a lot for the high ground, surely. If we can just drop it down onto S4 or onto Loader.
It's really good versus the Amp.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of ways to get rid of amplified damage, but not that many ways to hit the tower. At this point, they're in a really tough spot. They can keep sending illusions, but they're not going to get the melee ranks like that, so they have to be able to win a big scale team fight. But after losing to the Aegis Cheese in the last fight, and no one being a lot stronger than he was relatively at the last Roche fight, it's going to be a tall order for them to cheese and commit for those T3s and melee racks, which are the most important things in the game right now if you're Alliance.
See what they can make happen here.
Next to killing Tinker.
Roshan, it's going to be a very early respawn time. It is back up. Let's see if Alliance, actually they don't make the same mistake that they did last time, you know, where they go in, they kind of tickle with it, get it down to 10% and allow Vega to waltz in and take it from underneath their noses. S4, now the completed AC that you're talking about, it's on its way out to the Dragon Knight, so they have got that ready to help nullify Vega's own Assault Cuirass on Lycan. They know that Roshan's up here. They need Lotus to make his way over. Lotus still being able to maintain a really good rate of farm this game. What a lane.
If they had a Medallion, they could have done that Roche a lot easier last time too. Oh, EGM in a lot of trouble.
Here we have indeed going in any kind of backup. Can they save the man? Upon the Guardian Crease, looking for the turnaround. Mag forces away, but they have the Telekinesis holding him back. They need to bring down Mag. S4 there with the Dragon Tail, they've done it. They'll take down Slaughter. Now they'll try to move in for more. They might find it. Solo's being caught out by the Roar. They'll take down a second. That's 79 seconds without the Vengeful Spirit. No buyback available for Solo. That was a great couple of pickups there for Alliance, and Vega just being caught heavily out of position.
Did they really think that Rubik was out there alone? He has 2 ways to get rid of Amp now.
Loader. Bit of a misclick.
Yeah, Manta.
Nah,
I've
it's
seen
fine.
that before.
Yeah. We'll let him off.
It's a free Roche.
Yes, it is.
Oh man, he stole Amp. Wow.
I mean, this has got to be a good go time, man. Still 40 seconds without a Vengeful Spirit. You're going to pick yourself up a Haste Rune. The tools are great. Border's going to head back towards the mid lane, start to push that one out. Aegis now onto S4. EGM's going to be holding the cheese, ready for the next fight.
I don't know if they're strong enough to fight 5-on-5, and they didn't get any of one of Tinker's 3 lives.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
It seems decent, but it still end in tragedy for Alliance if they are not careful, and everyone has to look at no one's position.
Oh,
my
he tries to blink in to catch no one there, S4. Very quick reactions indeed from the Tinker.
And that was without the Spirit up. He was looking for that brief moment where Vengeful Spirit would be sitting behind him. I guess maybe 4 lives because he had to deal with the swap. And the Grave, what the heck?
Okay, the backup. Smoke around from Alliance. Alliance drawn towards the bottom. They want to try and abuse this open racks to get in and maybe find a fight on the high ground from the side. Let's see how Vega position themselves against this S4. Shadowblade and Blink out the ready. No sentry down at this point, but the Dazzle, Shimmer the Slayer did just pick up a gem. Who's currently holding the gem? It is Mag, so it's going to rely on Mag spotting this one out. Already revealing some of themselves, and Loader comes out. Metamorphosis straight onto the racks. Fortification is available from Vega. They will pop it. And they punish this on the sidelines. S4 gets the stun off onto Solo, just buying space here for the team. Blink dodges the magic missile, but the crush is there. They've found the racks, but S4 will lose his life in return. So if they can save him, Alliance, he's got the Aegis. Can they allow S4 to fight again? Pots the BKB, actually takes down Solo, but the Amplify's down as the man. They'll lose the DK. But Alliance do find that melee racks in the bottom lane.
They might be able to make another play because they don't have the glyph up on Vega, and now the melee racks are exposed. So they got what they were coming for. I think that's worth a BKB charge, the Aegis, and S4's life at this point. They lose the Terrorblade. I don't think it's worth it, but at this rate, that was a great trade for Alliance.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
They even managed to get a +1 out of that with the Vengeful Spirit kill. Uh-oh. It's even more problematic for Terrorblade.
Indeed, Hex done. Oh no, well. It's dangerous indeed. They need to try and catch this man out, Alliance.
Still, you can't outplay it with the Lotus Orb if you're Rubik. Especially if you chain hex and you accidentally hex yourself right before the Lotus Orb comes out, or right after the Lotus Orb comes out. Be a kill on the Tinker.
And at this point as well, it will be the upgraded bots for Loader. Picks those up. I mean, slot-wise, is there really anything else that he can swap out here? I mean, where'd you kind of progress from this stage, or is he kind of hitting critical mass, Loader?
I think Satanic's pretty good.
Yep.
Because they don't actually... Yeah, I think Satanic's okay, because he does have the Lotus Orb, so it's kind of another life. You have one with Sunder, one with Satanic plus Lotus Orb, and at this point, like, you need as many lives as possible so that you don't have to expend a buyback. And you want to be able to outlast them and hopefully Vega buyback of their own. Things are still fairly precarious for either team. Neither one has a solid grip on this game. Alliance more so than Vega, but still Tinker's ridiculously farm.
I find FN here. Should be a reflection down from Loader. Anything to finish that one off. As Alliance split up at the moment, Bulldog and S4 on the top, trying to push that lane in. The mid lane's been pressured in by the rest of the boys.
Admiral Bulldog waiting patiently for hopefully a Tinker, but he is not that silly. He has not been impatient this game. That is by far no one's best thing that he's done this. He's not been impatient.
Yeah, he has not been caught out post laning stage.
Yep.
Really smart Tinker play. And it has been keeping Vega in the game. Yeah, if this guy wasn't playing Tinker, this game could have been over for Vega.
Yep. Zeus would have been a substitute, but a force. He's kind of doing everything that Zeus can do at this point in the game, except better.
Vega going to move up to the high ground. They know the Alliance is here, Mac. Can he find the opening? Coming in. S4's got a shadow play, but they've got a gem. Loader Sword will be dropped down onto him. Loader pops the BKB. Rips through one, rips through two. Double kill for Loader onto Solo. Gets a triple kill. He's doing it at the moment. Turns towards FN. S4, he's got the lockdown. It could be an ultra kill for the man. The laser comes through, but this man, he's got an MKB. The right clicks fly through. Can it finish him off? It will. Ultra kill for Loader. Now turning towards the no one. If they can kill this Tinker, Alliance may have just done it. Dragon's Tail from S4. Loader moving in. Can he get the Rampage? Oh! No one, the Rampage denier kills himself in front of the man. But what a fight there for Alliance that they smoke into. They lose Shoma on the sidelines as well as the Necro units and Bulldog finish it off. What a fight! What a performance there from the team. He just sat there and right-clicked everyone to death.
That was all Rubik there, saving S4 with a 4-7 to a Lotus Orb so that he could pop his BKB and turn it around on Vega. They got obliterated by the chain.
No one's just jumped in. Oh, there's Thunder from Loader. No one's gone.
That is game.
That is dead for 68 seconds here. Alliance cleaning up. GG well played is called. It was a long fight. It was a drawn-out fight, but Alliance, they kept their composure, their patience this game. They played around the Tinker I mean, no one had a pretty incredible game, but at the end of the day, they caught him out on the dieback. They win the games. 55 minutes, 55 seconds in. A very interesting game to watch, that one, Ben. Was indeed.
A lot of strange things. Slara didn't have a BKB at the end of the game, which he really needed, so that he doesn't get owned by Chain Frost.
Yeah.
And PIS team not playing aggressive. Tiger, I think, played exceptionally well. No one.
Absolutely. He was